Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Can you hear me? Pineywoods 01 mentioned, "I love the interstate highway in front of your drive." Yeah, me too. Yeah, we do get a lot of traffic on this street. Richland is laid out kind of funny. It's got two stoplights in town. And one just outside of town on the north side and on the east side. Well, the one in downtown is at the intersection of M43 and M89 and 32nd Street. A lot of people work in Kalamazoo. They live in Richland but work in Kalamazoo. A lot of people also work at Fort Custer, which is over by Battle Creek. That's just off M89. About a half mile south. So they drive through Richland to get there. Everybody coming from the west goes up M43, which is Gull Road, and then through the stoplight and down from M43 and onto M89 to go over to Battle Creek, or they go through to Kalamazoo, down M43, onto Gull Road, and on into Kalamazoo. So that's a real busy intersection. But it's built up. It's built up quite a bit. So it's really got 4-lane road on M89, going into 4-lane road on M43, which turns into Gull Road. Then 43 coming south is a 2-lane road. 32nd Street coming up from the south is a 2-lane road also. So that puts a big restriction right in the middle of town, and that stoplight is slow. They have a separate left turn time so that the left turn can make the turn, and it's not a big enough road section for semi trucks to really make the curve, you know, to go from 89, which is going west, and turn on to 43. The cars have to back up away from the stoplights, let a semi truck go through. So anyways, long story short, that intersection is terrible. East DE Avenue breaks off of Gull Road, which is M43, and goes south of town. It bypasses all the stoplights and lets you go from 32nd Street or Gull Road right on over to M89 without stopping. Well, there's a stop sign, but people roll through that all the time. So we get a lot of traffic because people are bypassing town. Now, part of the noise comes from they just sealed the road. Richland, in its wisdom, Richland Township, decided that they were going to seal East DE Avenue. It needed it. You got to do that every once in a while. So they used Matticum, which is tar with stones piled over the top of it. Spray tar on the road, pile stones on top. Everybody's seen it. It's all over the place in rural areas. Well, in Branch County, they had a big hubbub, about, I don't know, 40 years ago. They'd been putting pea stone on the roads when they sealed them. And the pea stone, little round, tiny stones about the size of a pea, is why it's called that, doesn't stick down to the tar very well. And it's very hard, so it doesn't wear away. Makes for a good road surface, but it does tend to catch in the tires and fling all over the place. A lot of cracked windshields, a lot of people with stone chips, busted headlights. Not very happy people. And they've been doing that for years. I mean, probably close to a century. So, people got tired of it and said, what are we going to do about this? Well, Branch County decided they were going to use limestone. Unlike pea stone, limestone is soft and it crumbles up. Cars drive over it, it crushes, turns into dust. Mixes with the tar underneath it, stiffens up the tar, makes a good road surface. And since it crushes, it doesn't fly around. Car drives over the top of it. The first week, there's still some loose limestone on top, but pretty soon it crushes up and it's gone. Well, Richland, for some strange reason, decided to use crushed granite. Crushed granite doesn't wear down, but it also is rough as a cob. Granite doesn't break up. Makes a good long-lasting road surface, but it is rough. So ever since they put that crushed gravel, that crushed granite, on the road, it's been tremendously noisy. The tire noise is huge. But you might notice that down about there's a white sign. That's the end of the village road and the beginning of the township road. If you watch, no tire noise, no tire noise, tire noise. The pavement down there past that sign, that's asphalt. It's not macadam. That's tar and aggregate mixed together and spread out and rolled. So it's nice and smooth. Doesn't make any noise at all. To add insult to injury, just where that sign is, there's a speed limit sign. Speed limit goes from 30 to 40. So everybody that comes in from the village end is going along at 30 miles an hour and sees that 40 mile an hour sign and decides they got to get up to 10 miles an hour really fast. So they usually just put their foot in it and pick it up to 40. So for about a half a block, they can roll along at 40 miles an hour, and they do. So that's why I get all the road noise in the videos, and why you see me clipping out a bunch of stuff, because otherwise you couldn't hear me talk. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. And if, like Pineywoods, you have a comment, drop it in there too, because I really like hearing from you. Thanks a lot.